Hello, I'm Alexis, and for my individual difference, I chose dyslexia. What is dyslexia? Dyslexia is a learning disorder that involves difficulty reading due to the problems identifying speech sounds and learning how they relate to words, letters, and words. Dyslexia also affects areas of the brain that process language. How is dyslexia diagnosed? According to the Mayo Clinic, there is no single test to diagnose dyslexia. However, factors to be considered are your child's development, educational issues, and medical history, home life. There are questionnaires that can be filled out, vision, hearing, and brain tests, psychological testing, and testing reading and other academic skills. How common is dyslexia? According to Child Mind Institute, dyslexia is one of the most common learning disabilities. Approximately 80% to 90% of children with a learning disability have dyslexia, and 1 in 5 children have dyslexia. Some characteristics of dyslexia are difficulty learning to read, trouble sounding out new words and counting the number of syllables in words, continuing to reverse letters and numbers when reading, difficulty rhyming, associating sounds with letters, and sequencing and ordering sounds, trouble correctly spelling, lack fluency in reading, avoid reading out loud in class, flashcards and memorization don't work, letters on page appear to move, appear blurry or out of focus, confusing the left and right, problems with writing tools like pencils and pens, and strong oral comprehension but weak reading comprehension. According to Dyslexia Explained, some educational problems include reverse numbers and letters, mix up similar sounding words, difficult copying notes, trouble recalling instructions, and hard time following sequences or steps. According to the International Journal of Special Education, some behavioral problems include agitation about going to school or doing schoolwork, engaging in violent behavior, negative self-talk such as I'm stupid or I can't do anything right, and they're more likely to develop anxiety and depression. Some methods for helping children with dyslexia succeed, according to Dyslexia Explained, include using encouragement and praise, use structured literacy, use a logical learning structure of systematic phonics with explicit teaching, use multisensory learning, use an individualized approach, understand the structure of language, and recognize that everyone has different strengths. Some interesting information I found. According to Read and Spell blog, there are 6 different types of dyslexia. Those include phonological, surface, visual, primary, secondary or developmental, and trauma or acquired. Dyslexia is passed down through families, and not all dyslexics see letters backwards. As you can see on the picture down here, some of the words aren't spaced correctly. They spell words as they sound to them, so phonetic spelling, and sometimes all the letters are pushed together. Some resources I found for teachers to use. There's a link right here for dyslexia test online that you can help your students take. This Dyslexia Explained is a book that explains dyslexia. It tells you what it is, how students are affected by it, how to help students. There are also some more free dyslexia screening tests or questionnaires right here you can use. And then I added a link for a website called Nessie. It has activities and cards you can use to help students with dyslexia.